Hi guys, Rich from TrackSpark here again with another quick tutorial. Hope everybody's well and had a nice March, and it will be April if you're listening to this now. So yeah, like I said, hope everyone's okay, and let's get on with the tutorial. This month's is about vocal processing. I'm aware that I did a vocal processing chain in last month's, but this is a little bit different. It's more to do with a pop vocal and helping it sort of cut through in your mix and pop out in, and really pop out a pop vocal that pops out in your mix. But like I said, I'm aware that I did one last month, so I won't do another one next month, I promise. But I was going to call this vocal parallel press compression, but I'm going to show you more than just the parallel compression. I thought this was a good one because there's 2 or 3 things going on here in this session that are worth just showing you. So here we go. Let's have a quick listen to the vocal anyway, and then I will go backwards, strip it down, and show you what I've done to it. Okay.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run, I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat? I'm walking through that door, you can't hide from me anymore.
So there we go. It's a verse vocal that I'm going to show you. It's like a poppy type thing. Yeah. So let's just. What I'm going to do is so this one here is the main vocal that we're going to do. So I'm just going to mute this line, and you can see that there's a few other lines here going on. So all of these in yellow, I've got going through this one here, verse Fox, this group bus here. So that's what's got pretty much all of my effects on. But what I'm going to sort of talk you through today is compression. So and then if we look just below it, we can see this channel here that says vocal para, and that is my parallel compression channel here. So that's I'm going to mute that out. So let's just I'll tell you what, let's go to my verse bus. I'm just going to take off that echo, and I'm just going to take off the reverb as well, and we can see everything that's down here. So I've got a few things going on. I've got a de-esser, I've got a clinical EQ, which is just taking out the lows there, nothing else. I've got this EQ, FreeQ, which I think you guys should have. It was in one of our packs earlier in the year, I think, or you'll get it if you for your free month when you sign up. So I've got a bit of boosting going on at the top, and high mids there, but that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you was I have 2 compressors here stacked up. So instead of a lot of people do this in mixes now, instead of just overloading one compressor, they'll sort of lighten the load on each one and share it, so to speak. And I think you get a better result that way. Plus, different compressors have different sounds. So I've got this 76 going on, which is obviously famous for its fast attack and release. And so it's really, and what I've got here is to help the vocal, all the nuances in the vocal come through. So all the syllables and the breaths and the ends of words. We're just going to squash the transients with this 76 here, and obviously just try and bring up all, like I said, all those nuances, and it's on quite a high ratio here, 12 it's on 12 to 1. So but if we just listen to it, or we see it, I think it's going down to about -7.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run, I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat?
So yeah, on the higher peaks, it's going down to about -7. And then I've got this LA2A, which is another compressor that I really, really love the sound of. I mean, you don't have to have the 1176 or the LA2A, but the point of it is that I've stacked them up. This has got a much slower attack and release, and it's a really transparent sounding compressor. You can hardly even tell you've got it on, I think, half the time in terms of hearing the compression. But it just levels off the levels more, and it just warms everything up as well, and just keeps it all at a really nice constant sort of volume. So let's listen to it without.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run. I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you?
Let's just turn it on.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run. I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you?
Everything just seems to pop out a little bit more, and you can certainly hear that it's a lot warmer sounding. I suppose the lack of dynamic is a very common thing nowadays, especially in a pop vocal that wants to be up front in the mix. So yeah, stack up your compressors and share the load. So that's one thing, right, that I've done here. Now let's move on.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run.
Okay, now vocal parallel compression. So what I've done is I've got this bus set up here, vocal parallel, and I've sent my verse vox, there we go, to my vocal parrot channel. Yeah, and what I've got on my vocal parallel channel is I've got a bit of analog distortion. This is turned up, so it's quite crunchy. I've got it to the highest sort of distortion level. This one gives it the highest distortion, and I've cranked it all the way up to 12. So we've got obviously you want to do what you want to do to this parallel channel, what you want to bring out more, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. I wanted some dirtiness and some grittiness in there, and I also wanted a bit more presence and a bit more air, so I boosted it quite a heavy boost. It's about 8 dB at around 11 kilohertz. So I wanted that air and that crispness to come out, and I've just shelved off all the lows as well. And then also I've got another compressor to quite a heavy setting. It's really squashing it. Let's just watch.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run.
So it's squashing the hell out of it, which again will help bring out all those little nuances and breaths and all the rest of it, right? And what I'm going to do then, if this is new to you, is I'm just going to mix it in with the other vocal to help it, and it will help it stand out in the mix and cut through and bring out those characteristics that I wanted. So let's just listen to it.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run.
Bring it up.
I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat? Walking through that door.
So you can start to hear that distortion coming through and the presence and the tone as well. So let's listen to it in the mix.
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run. I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat? Walking through that door, you can't hide from me.
It's much clearer now, I think. So that is so that's working quite well. Maybe just back it off a touch, but yeah. So that is the parallel compression thing. There we go. And then finally, what I've got going on is another layer, another vocal layer. So in the verse, I've only got this one vocal going on. I've not double tracked it. I've not done anything else. I've not put any chorus on it. I've not put any doubler or anything like that. All I've done here is, don't laugh at this, I'll play it soloed. You ready?
I'm gonna make you scared. I'm gonna make you run. I'm gonna make you see.
That's me and my Bee Gees impression there. So what I've done is I've done the main vocal, but I've done it again an octave higher, and I've EQ'd it, and I've just again brought out the top there just to boost a bit of presence and give it a bit more tone. But I've cleaned up the lows. It's quite I've shelved it out lower than, so what was it, 300, 400 there, 400 hertz, so that I don't really need any body. I just want it to sit on top but behind the main vocal, and it's just going to give it a bit more presence. So let's have a listen.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run, I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat? I'm walking through that door, you can't hide from me.
So let's listen to it without.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run, I'm gonna make you see how far we have come.
So it sounds alright without, but I just think it's a little bit too intimate, even for this verse vocal here. I just wanted to give it that extra bit.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run.
And I think it sits quite nicely in that. And then I mean, maybe it's sounding a little bit too toppy. There's a bit too much topness in there. But once I stick back the reverb and this quite sort of late delay, it sort of softens it off a bit more as well. So let's have a listen to the final thing.
I'm gonna make you scared, I'm gonna make you run, I'm gonna make you see how far we have come. Can you take the heat? I'm walking through that door, you can't hide from me anymore.
So there you go. There was layering it up with an octave above. There was stacking your compressors to sort of spread the load, I suppose. And there's a vocal parallel, a parallel vocal compression channel as well. Sorry, get my words out there. So I hope that was useful, and I will speak to you next month. And I promise it won't be about vocal processing. Cheers, guys.